Hey, movers and shakers, welcome to another exciting episode of the Seven Figure Moving Academy. I almost forgot what I was going to say there. That's almost ridiculous. So, I want to talk to you today about my most precious asset in my company. You see, I recently restarted a moving company, and I started with $100, and my goal is to take it to $100,000 gross over the next 12 months. I started January 1st. We're now in May. We're in the fifth month. Let's go. Let's get it done. But more on that in a second. So let's talk about let's talk about assets. Every company has assets. I have assets. You have assets. Doesn't matter what company you have an asset. Could be a moving truck. It could be a dolly. It could be some moving pads, floor runners. It could be all these different things. Now, let's talk what an asset is. An asset is a tool or implement that you use in your business to make money, right? It is something, hopefully, that actually appreciates in value, but sometimes you've got assets that do not appreciate but depreciate, right? Like trucks and cars, that's easy for me to say, right? They depreciate. Right. So some assets are great. Some assets are bad. Some I love to death, man. I can't live without. And some I could take them or leave them. Right. Now, some people think, well, my biggest asset is my crew, is my people. Your people are not a tool or an implement. They're a vital part of your infrastructure. This is true. They are a vital component of your business, but they are not an asset. Their work ethic might be an asset, an intangible type of asset, but your people are not assets, right? And if you treat your people as assets, most likely you're going to end up losing those people in the long run. And sadly, that's what most of us do, is we treat our people like they're assets, right? We don't pay them well. We pay them kind of mediocre. We don't try to keep them happy. We don't try to invest in them. We don't try to do what we need to do to make them be the better versions of themselves, right? They are an investment. They are not an asset, right? So let's not confuse assets with investments, right? So our people are our investment. They're not our asset. What they produce for us, then again, is assets, right? And what they do for us, if you've hired the right people and you've created the right culture in your business, then they will have created your most precious asset. Or at least in my business, they have created and have fostered my most precious asset, my asset of assets. This asset is, to me, more vital and more substantial than money. Don't get me wrong. I'm in business to make money. I'm in business to make a lot of money. I'm not trying to do business just to, pay rent. I want to thrive in the business. I want to make money, right? I want to be able to sell this company in a couple of years down the road, right? So how do we do that? Well, we build up assets. Now, let's talk about some tangible and intangible assets. Like a tangible asset would be a truck, a dolly. If you're a lawn care guy, that would be a lawnmower. If you're a real estate agent, that could be your asset. Could be a tangible asset would be your yard signs. If you're a house painter, maybe a spray paint gun. Those are something that I can feel. Those are tangible. If I can pick it up, touch it, paint it red, that's a tangible asset. Now we also have intangible assets, and those intangible assets are like our website, that's our SEO, that's our social media presence, that is our reputation. Those are intangible assets, and they are vital to our company, right? Especially in today's world, right? In today's world, with the kids getting younger and the social media aspects are getting a little bit more wilder, like TikTok, you have to have a wide variety of social media presences: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, so on and so forth. These are all assets. Pinterest is an asset. If you're dealing with something that's a very very female oriented, Pinterest is an asset that you might want to develop, right? Right. If you're a business person and you're selling B2B, an intangible asset that would be vital would be LinkedIn, etc. Right. These are assets that you're building. Now, other assets that you could create are CRMs for your business. SOPs are intangible assets, right? These are all valuable and useful assets in your company, and collectively they would create the value for your company. But we're not talking about selling your company or evaluating your company. We're talking about what your most precious asset. And this asset, if done correctly, it'll tell you how much you need to charge for your business, what service does it sell more of, what services are the most popular to sell more of, how much to charge for your services, what new services to provide, and so many other things. And this asset is one of the most key and vital assets that you could ever create in your business. So what is this asset that I keep going on and on about, and that I've had all this huge preamble? Well, that's a great question. And I'm going to tell you, the asset you have are 5-star reviews. Is your reviews. How many reviews have you gotten? Especially if you're starting off or if you're a new company like I am, right? And that's why I'm creating this video. And this video is in one of the series of our $100 to $100,000 moving series, so that you can get an idea. So this is one of those videos that you want to take in and get a good concept of, right? You want to create an asset, right? And when you're talking about different assets, you can create your SOPs. But the asset I'm specifically speaking on is 5-star reviews. When you're a young business, just starting out business, and you don't have many assets, the one thing you can do is get yourself a bunch of 5-star reviews. Now, basically, people go, Jay, how much should I charge? You're brand new. How much should I charge? Great question. Here's how you charge. This is how you figure out your charge. You got to figure out how much it costs you to do the service, to provide the service, and then how much profit do you actually need? Right? So how much does it cost to hire the guys? How much does it cost for gas and taxes and stuff like that? And then boom, put that in, and then you can base on an hour, and you want to keep it at the very, very minimal. Because what you want to do is you want to concentrate on 5-star reviews, right? When you're starting off, 5-star reviews are more valuable to you than profit. Right. And I know that goes antithetical to what you're trying to accomplish. Well, I started a business because I want to make money. Jay, you just said you're trying to start to make money. Yes, that's true. But when you're starting up, when you're small, when you don't have much of a company, you want to get 5-star reviews. And the reason why you want to get 5-star reviews, the more 5-star review you get, if you get 10, 20 5-star reviews on, let's say, Thumbtack or Angie's List or Google or Facebook, or wherever you're at, whatever platform, then you can start increasing your prices. You see what I'm saying? Because now you have that proof that you actually are going to provide the value that you say you can provide. Until you can show them that you've got 5-star reviews and that you can actually provide the value, no one's going to believe you. No one's going to believe that you're the best of the best. And what you got to do is as you get more and more 5-star reviews, the more and more you can increase your prices. Because what's going to happen is your 5-star reviews are going to be a 24/7, 365-day sales force for you, right? These guys are going to go out to the Ethernet, to the interwebs, and they're going to say all the good things about Mr. Big Stuff Moving. That's my company. That's the new company name, by the way. So I go out there, and they're going to do it. And, when somebody's looking for a service like yours, the first thing they're going to do is go to Google. And the first thing they're going to go to do on Google is check out your reviews. And if you don't have a lot of reviews, they might give you a chance. But if you have a lot of 5-star reviews, most likely they're going to go and go, oh, wow, this is the guy for me. And they're going to read the reviews. And now if your 5-star reviews are 5-star, but they're mediocre reviews, and I take my reviews are like, this guy is the greatest thing since sliced bread, then I'm going to make far much more money than yours who are just like, yeah, they did a great job and they showed up on time. So you really want to go out there, and when you're first starting out, to really give it your all, give more than it's expected, really get high, impactful 5-star reviews, because this is going to be your sales force. I get people who call me, and this is no joke, who look at my stuff, they go to my reviews, and because my reviews are stellar, I mean, they're like paragraphs, right? They're like small mini books, some of these reviews, that they sell my services for me. I can't tell you how many times. Yeah, I was looking at a couple different companies, and I went online and I looked at your reviews, and I was like, yeah, I want to go with you guys. You guys had great reviews. And I'm like, wow. And then I knew reviews were important. I knew reputation was important, but I didn't really, until just now, after 15, 20 years of being in this business and being in business, did not realize the significance of how powerful a review would when it comes to my competitors. Because my competitors, they might have 300-400 reviews. I only got 30 on one platform. I got 15 on Google. But because of the quality of my 5-star reviews, that has sold them over the 300 things that my competitors may have, right? My competitors have 300 reviews, but they're mediocre. They're like, yeah, they showed up time. They did great. They were friendly and had good customer service. Yeah, I would recommend them, but they're not like, these guys came in, they did all this, they set out all their furniture pads, they protected my stuff, they called me beforehand, the owner of the business, Jay, called me and ensured that we're all set up, and made sure to answered all my questions. And that's the kind of reviews I got, compared to the former, where they were just, yeah, they came out, they did a good job, and they did what was expected. We're going over and above. So when you're starting out, you want to start out and get those 5-star reviews, but you want to get those impactful 5-star reviews. Getting the mediocre ones when you got 300, that's going to be great. I still think you should still have that same attitude and mentality, like you're a starving company, right? Damon John wrote a book about run your business like you're broke, right? It's a great book, and it's about having the mentality of being a startup, and you're constantly fighting for your next sale, your next job, right? You're going to go do what you need to do. And that was the mentality, he says, even no matter how big you are. And I think if you have that mentality, you go for the 5-star reviews, but not just the 5-star reviews, you go for the 5-star reviews, if you know what I mean, brother, right? You want to get those big ones, those ones that have impact, the one that has some substance to them, right? You can almost pick them up, flip them around, touch them, and paint them red kind of 5-star reviews. You want to be able to get those ones meaty. And then when you do have the fun, you got to blast it everywhere on social media. Put it on Facebook, put it on YouTube, put it on Instagram, put it on, Pinterest, whatever it is. Go and get yourself a creative where you can cut and paste the 5-star reviews, so you're constantly promoting the new reviews, right? Another thing you want to do is besides 5-star reviews, you could do what I did when I first started, or what my good friend Karsten does out in Pennsylvania with his moving company called Kinetic Movers. He goes and gets a video testimonial on his phone, and he films his customers just like that. And on his website, he has a scrolling thing across this thing of all these portraits, TikTok style testimonials. Those are 5-star reviews. They're people who are willing to go on camera and talk about the great service that they got. You see what I'm saying? And then he could put those on his website, and now it becomes even more. The more reviews you get, the less sales you actually have to do, because those reviews will do most of your selling for you. Okay, guys, that is my most precious asset in my company. Hopefully I've explained the difference between an asset and what is an investment. Hopefully you got the idea. Now, what I'm asking you to do is in your company, go out and implement this. Tell me and respond back to me and let me know what kind of impact it had. Is it working for you? Is it not working for you? And if it's not working for you, tell me what's going on. Maybe I can help you troubleshoot it so it does work for you. All right, guys, I like you. I love you. Hopefully you've learned something. And if you have, and I've earned your trust today, if I've earned your like today, give me a thumbs up, right? Give me a comment. Let me know where I was talking, I was preaching, or where I fell short. I would want to hear, and I want to hear from your updates too. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to this video, please go and subscribe. Just go hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I upload a new video. And guys, I like you. I love you. Go and do something great today. All right. Bye-bye.